My name is Gita, and I wanted to thank you all for joining me in my kitchen. I'm excited to have so much fun with you guys. We have a few surprises built in. This shouldn't take more than, I would say, 20-25 minutes. We might even have some guests pop in, so don't forget to comment, like, share, introduce yourselves again with your kids' names and their ages. And who knows, you might even get a shout out. So let's see. Oh, who do we have here? Hello.
I'm Naya. Am I supposed to
Yes, you're introducing yourself.
Hi, I'm Kaya.
That's
Hi,
Kaya.
I'm Rohan.
And that's Rohan. I know we're all really antsy these days and getting a little bit stir crazy, so I thought it would be fun to share my kitchen with you guys, with my family, and maybe get some of that creative energy out. So send me a thumbs up if you agree, and we will get started. So I wanted to share a recipe. It's one of the first ones that my kids were able to make on their own. So we will be making pita pizzas today. And so we're going to be making pita pizzas today. You guys excited about that? Yeah, cool. Okay, so did you say you had a joke or something to tell us? I think. Come here. Tell us your joke.
What is the best joke?
Oh my gosh. Tell us the joke. Tell us the joke.
Why did the pastry chef get arrested?
Why did the pastry chef get arrested?
For baking and entering.
Oh, baking and entering. You guys, make sure you send me a thumbs up if you like that joke. So back to our pizzas. So we're making pita pizzas, and I kind of want to relate cooking or making pizzas to something like painting or building Legos. So give me a thumbs up if you guys like either. Do you guys like painting? Do you guys like building Legos? In either one, you need a canvas or a base. So we want to have that. And then what we want to do is we want to prep our canvas, or we want to create a foundation if we're building Legos. And then we're going to start adding our layers, or we're going to start building up, and we're going to create something fantastic. So that is really the method of how we're going to make our pizzas. I only have one rule to follow. There are no rules otherwise, but just one rule to follow. That's going to come a little bit later. So in the meantime, feel free to follow along if you guys have all the ingredients. And if not, then you can always refer back to this. It'll be posted on my Warrior in the Kitchen Facebook page as a recording. So feel free to follow along. You may just have to forward through some of the beginning. So let's start with our canvas. You can use a naan or pita, which is traditional for pita pizzas, but you can get creative. If you don't have, I know these days it's harder to get to the grocery store, so maybe you have a tortilla. You can use a tortilla. You can use, if you're gluten-free, you can use gluten-free tortillas, corn tortillas, wheat tortillas, so that's definitely an option. This is something that's a favorite of my kids, especially when they go back to Nani's house. They love having pizzas on bread. So you can have whole wheat bread, you can have whole grain bread, however healthy or unhealthy you want to make it. What's that, Kaya, Naya?
People are gonna think we're weird.
No, this is not weird at all. So that's another option. And then the other option also is you can actually make a pizza nachos with tortilla chips. Corn tortillas, it's gluten-free and vegan, so definitely get creative. It doesn't have to be a certain way, all right? So let's go ahead and start building our pizza. And so we're gonna go ahead and take our canvas. I think I'll go ahead and we will take pita breads. So if you guys have your pitas, let's see if we can line that up okay. If we have our pitas, and then on the pitas, basically what we're gonna do is prep our canvas. So if Kaya, you can put some olive oil to prep our canvas for me, please. Ooh, Rena says that her aunt used to make booty pizzas. That is so interesting. That is really cool. I like that. That's a great comment. All right, so we're prepping. That's okay. We're prepping our pizzas. By the way, parents, if you guys are making this at home right now, if you are going to make pita or naan pizzas, you'll want to preheat your oven at 425. If you are making tortilla pizzas or tortilla nachos, you can simply cook them on the stove. The pizza on a bread, you can also cook in a frying pan on the stove. All you really need to do is get the cheese melted, right? So, all right, so we have our foundation. We've prepped our canvas, we've got our foundation, and now we're going to start adding layers, and we're going to start building just like we would if we were painting or making Legos. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to put some pasta or pizza or marinara sauce. I really like this Victoria brand from Costco. It's just got minimal ingredients, and if I don't have time to make pizza sauce on my own, this is what I'd be using. So Naya, if you can just spread some of the pizza sauce on there, and you could also use pesto. That's another option. Or you could use some kind of a white cheese as a base, like a white sauce. Alfredo sauce is really good also. But I know these guys like it with the pizza or pasta marinara sauce, so that's what we're going to do. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to add our cheese. So if you're vegan or dairy-free, feel free to leave the cheese off. I promise you that the pizzas will taste amazing even without the cheese. But maybe Kea, why don't you tell us, what kind of cheese is this?
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese, get out of here. This is mozzarella cheese. So we are going to, Rohan, why don't you go ahead and add the mozzarella cheese on here, because we are not we are not dairy-free or vegan. These guys love their mozzarella cheese, so we're gonna go ahead and add that on. And good job. You guys are doing a great job. I hope you guys out there are making your own pizzas right now. Can't wait. If you do make them, please take pictures and post it on Facebook or Instagram and tag Warrior in the Kitchen so that I know you made it and I can give you a little smiley face. So we're building up our layers. And one of the most important pieces to building our pizza is going to be to add our veggies. Oh, veggies. This is so important. And the one rule that I have is that you have to pick one veggie. That's the only rule in this whole thing. So whether you like onions, this is what we have. We have onions, mushrooms, zucchini, we have red bell peppers. One of my friends, actually, every time she cuts bell peppers, she always gets a smiley face. And I promise, Alexis, I tried and I got a circle, which is still a cool shape. But now I'm addicted to cutting bell peppers because I want to just find that smiley face. You guys, maybe kids out there, maybe you guys can cut and find a smiley face in your bell pepper. So the one rule, again, is pick one veggie to top. So I'm going to have Rohan pick his favorite veggie. Why don't you guys comment and tell me what your favorite veggies are to put on your pizzas? So Rohan, which veggie do you pick? Let's hold this up a little bit. What veggie do you pick, Rohan?
Spinach.
Spinach. All right, Rohan's going to lay his spinach on his pizza. And Kea, what about you?
Zucchini.
Oh, zucchini, yum. I love zucchini. And Naya, how about you? What do you think? Spinach too. All right. So you guys, it's so important. And the reason why I make this a rule to add at least one veggie is Someone said arugula. I don't know about that. But it's so important to add. I mean, arugula is great, but I don't know if that's his favorite. It's so important, you guys, to add one veggie. Why? Because veggies are what provide us the nutrients that are going to make us strong, and they're going to make us fast, and they're going to make us smart, and they're going to make us healthier. So we always want to include veggies. So spinach. I love spinach too. Someone. Jatin, I know you don't like arugula, but that's okay. All right, so these are our fancy pizzas. Let me show you what we've created. Oh, look at that. Pizzas with spinach and zucchini on them. Nice. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and put this in our pizza oven, or it's not even a pizza oven. It's a toaster oven. Let me show you our toaster oven, which has been preheating to 425. We're going to go ahead and add that in there. All right. And then in the meantime, I have a joke also. And if you guys have a joke or a riddle that you want to share, feel free to type it in the comments. And
Wait, I have a joke.
Okay. Naya has a joke. What's your joke, Naya?
When does bread rise?
When
When you least expect it.
That is so funny. I have a joke too, actually. My joke is, which vegetable loves animals? Is that my joke? Yes. Which vegetable loves animals? A zucchini. All right, so we've got the pizza in the oven. It's getting in there. It's going to just take a few minutes to cook. All you needed to do is for the cheese to melt and for the flatbread to get warm and a little bit crunchy, which the olive oil is good. Thank you for the laugh there. I don't know if anyone else laughed, but thank you for that. I saw that. One of my favorite stories to read to the kids when they were little, and they would actually sit with me and read, was Pizza Pizza. Pizza Pizza. I love this story. And this is actually a story that you'll like if you're a 5-year-old, a 10-year-old, a 19-year-old, or an adult. So I am going to take a couple of minutes to read this story to you. It'll be a little bit of entertainment while the pizzas cook. And then we'll pull the pizzas out, we'll cut them, and we'll be good. So, Pizza Pizza. So, basically, Pete's in a bad mood. His name is Pete. There's this little boy, Pete. He's in a bad mood. And he just wants to go and play outside, and he wants to go to school. But it decides to rain. And in our case, it decides that the schools are closed, and we can't really go out, and we can't really hang out with our friends. So Pete is sad. See, Pete is sad. But Pete's dad can't help noticing how miserable Pete is. So he decides, hey, why don't we turn Pete into a pizza? So he does, sets him down on the kitchen table. Imagine my floor, the kitchen table, and he starts kneading the dough. You got to make sure you work it right. And then he starts stretching it this way and that way and this way. And the dough gets whirled and twirled into the air. And then we apply a little bit of oil. This is actually just water. And then we put some flour on it because, you know, needs flour. And then we're going to start topping it. So we add some tomatoes. These are actually just checker chips. So we're going to add some tomatoes to our pizza, which are going to start falling. And then, all right, so then we're going to add some cheese to the pizza, as we love our cheese. And then He can't answer because he's just like dough and stuff, but do you like cheese? Loves cheese. All right. And then when that dough gets tickled, he laughs like crazy. But pizzas aren't supposed to laugh. And
Pizza makers are not supposed to tickle their pizza.
that's true. So, well, the father says, it's time for this pizza to be put in the oven. And now our pizza is nice and hot. And Pete's father brings the pizza to the table. And then it's time to slice the pizza. Oh my goodness. But the pizza runs away. And the pizza maker chases him, but I can't chase him because then I would go off camera. And then the pizza maker gets captured and hugged. And now the sun comes out. And, and the pizza decides to go look for his friends. So that's that. That is Pizza. We love that story. And now we're going to go check on our pizza. So let's go see how our pizza's doing. Oh, yeah. Looking good. All right, we're going to take one of those pizzas out. And we're going to cut. So let's take it out. And don't forget to take pictures of your pizzas, post them on Instagram or Facebook, tag me with Warrior in the Kitchen, and let's see how our beautiful pizza looks. Ooh, this is the spinach pizza. Yum. Guess what these kids are eating for lunch today? Now, if you guys made pizzas without cheese because you're vegan or dairy-free, I love this. This is nutritional yeast. You can always sprinkle that on top to give it a little bit of cheesy flavor, but it's completely vegan and dairy-free. If you like your pizza spicy, you can add crushed red pepper, throw that on. But check this out. Made in minutes. Yes, looks yummy. Good job, you guys. So before I go, I do want to share something with you guys. It was something I was reminded of this morning by a dear friend. Thanks, Jen. Shout out to you. But just remember, when you're bored, that's when creativity happens. Time is free, but it's priceless. You can't own it, but you can use it. And you can't keep it, but you can spend it. And once you lose it, you can never get it back. So regardless of how we found ourselves in this situation where we have an abundance of time, let's just use it and let's connect with one another, whether it's virtually or whether it's with our kids in the kitchen. Come here, you guys. So hug your kids and connect with each other. Once again, a recording of this Facebook Live will be on my Warrior in the Kitchen Facebook page that you can access at any time. There's a whole bunch of goofiness in there. It's okay. We're having fun. And I hope that you guys have fun in your kitchen also. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video, spread the word that we need to connect, whether it's in the kitchen, in the living room, in the backyard, virtually, but let's connect. All right, it was fun cooking pizzas with you. Happy cooking. Bye, guys.